Taurus, hey there, it's Melissa here to do your weekly love reading for the week of September 21st through the 27th. If you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. You can click the bell notification icon for all if you want to be notified when I upload or go live. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It will not resonate for all Taurus folks. If it does resonate for you, however, please smash that like button for me. There is a PayPal account linked in the description box below. If you do leave the channel a donation, thank you so much. I appreciate every amount, large and small. And there is also a price list down there along with an email address to get a hold of me for a personal reading. Let's get at your love life, Taurus. I feel like I missed something, but maybe I just gotten really fast at this. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. Share on this on other platforms if you feel like this could be helpful to some of your other Taurus buddies. What you're bringing to the table here, woo, I like that. Four of Wands in your energy, woo. High Priestess in your person's energy. Uh-oh. I'm just kidding. I say uh-oh, and then I try to calm you down about the Tower. That's what I do every time, Taurus. You'll get to know that about me. I'm not scared of this Tower. This Tower is great things. Tower is movement, change. Abrupt change. So, whoa, we got lots of transformation, lots of, wow, powerful stuff in this reading. This week, Taurus, we've got the World for our overarching energy. This really is just signifying ending out an old cycle. This isn't, you know, this isn't like a 10, like, you know, if you see like the 10 of Swords or the 10 of Wands, ending out that kind of cycle. This is ending out like, you know, a decade of a cycle or a lifelong cycle. And really coming into a whole new world, major arcana style. And then look at this, what's under here. We don't get there without some sleepless nights, okay, babies? But we, you know, stress happens when we're going through major transformations. It's stressful. Really seeing the world with new eyes, really becoming enlightened. So the wind of change is here. I really do feel this for a lot of us right now. And this little Wheel of Fortune guy has been showing up quite a bit because basically, and I like to think of it as a law of attraction, so do be mindful of your thoughts and your intentions, because whatever your thoughts and intentions are that you're kind of putting out into the universe are coming back to you times 10. Basically, if you can, you know, this doesn't mean if one bad thought comes into your mind, you're going to have bad luck for the rest of your life. That's not what I'm not trying to scare people. I'm just trying to say be mindful if you are having sort of like selfish or, which we do, this is natural, thoughts. You can actually change those thoughts into good, loving thoughts. And basically what it's saying is that luck is on your side and anything you put into the universe is going to come back 10 times. So be mindful, but I'm not, you know, you don't have to be a freaking saint. Just don't be a murderer, okay? On both extreme sides of this scale there. Anyway, so this is again, the World card is really about ending out a very long, very large cycle, lifelong cycle, basically, and coming into your, it's a spiritual awakening. That's what I'm going to relate that to. So anyway, that's your overarching energy, is this awakening, which is going on in the world right now. This mass awakening, or the Great Awakening, I've heard it called. So the energy you're bringing in is this Four of Wands, and obviously we can, this can be like, people relate this to the twin flame situation because of the Four Wands, okay? So 1111, which is another, you know, sign from, you know, you'll see, maybe you're seeing synchronicities recently, which always, by the way, be mindful of when you see any synchronistic numbers. Be aware of your thoughts at that time, kind of pay attention. Your spirit guides will try to communicate to you through whatever means they can. So usually that will come in synchronistic numbers, songs that have words in them that go well with, you know, your current situation and stuff like that. They'll try to give you answers and information that way. Dreams. Anyway, it also just signifies victory and the finish line, basically. The finish line, stability. Fours are stable, a stable number. Like four legs of a table, very stable. Like you, actually, Taurus. Okay, so in your person's energy is this High Priestess. This is Piscean and Cancerian energy, I think. Definitely Piscean. Very connected, right? Grounded. I always say that, connected and grounded. I mean, connected to the creator and stable, like rooted, I guess, rooted, yeah. That doesn't mean they don't have these sort of intuitive or, you know, this is those almost psychic abilities, okay? This is somebody who is connected. I think we all are, by the way. I am now coming into my own gifts or realizing my own gifts, but I've had them all my life. I just didn't really know how to tune into them or pay attention to them because we're so busy in this world. We keep our human mind so busy that we don't really pay attention to what the communication coming through in our own thoughts. When people are sitting and brainstorming, I don't know why I feel the need to go into this with you, but when people are sitting like, let's sit and brainstorm, and kind of you sit there and let your brain go crazy, right? That's called communication with the creator or the other side, okay? So those thoughts that are coming through when you're brainstorming, that's exactly what's going on here. And it's almost like a psychic ability, or it's just really being able to quiet your human ego mind and pay attention to creator, higher self. You know, all that we cannot see in this world, they're communicating with us constantly. So the outcome of this can, we're going to get more cards on all of this, but this is the, an abrupt change, a shocking change is really what it is. So some things are shaking up in this connection here, and I gotta say with these two energies, I think it's for the better, so I don't think we're too worried about this at this time. But we will see. Any shakeup can feel a little traumatic because as human beings, we like to get comfortable, and if we really just accepted the fact that life has, you know, especially if we want better things, we have to be down for the change, if that makes sense. We need to be down for the transformations, which can, you know, shake our whole world up. Let's see what we got here, guys. Wow, I'm feeling dysfunctional in the shuffling department. Alright, so we've got on your Four of Wands, your energy. We're bringing the Queen of Wands. Get it, babies. Feeling yourself. She is magic, actually. She is, I'll explain it in just a second. I'm going to get two more cards. The King of Pentacles, the King of Stability, and then the Chariot, which is Cancerian energy. Okay, I'm just digging it. First of all, the Queen of Wands, she is a passionate, in her power, self-reliant, but wholehearted, loving energy. She's got a black cat. This is one of my favorite readers says this is a sign of omens. She's magic. She's magical. She's got a wand, and that is like, isn't that the biggest magic wand you've ever seen? She's magical, and she knows her worth, and she certainly she loves harder than anyone, but she certainly does not let anybody tell her what's going on in her world. She is that ruler of that world. This here is the catch. Again, I think you had this last week, maybe. King of Pentacles is the catch because he is the King of Stability. This, obviously, these are all male, female, doesn't matter. So just a very stable and grounded and rooted, and everything he's ever owned, he's made by hand from the ground up. And he's collected many things along his journey, including wisdom, material, you know, he's stable in every sense of the word. He doesn't need anyone or anything. Again, loving, doesn't need anybody. The Chariot, I love this. This is you ready to move. Let's rock and roll, you say. This is, I'm not getting any younger. We are moving forward, and we have, you know, been manifesting whatever it is coming into our world, and we are ready to take action. We are no longer, you know, going to sit on the sidelines of our lives. We are ready to, anything that makes us feel good, we're going for it. Anything that doesn't make us feel good, we're running away from it. This is a wonderful place to be right now in this world. And then I love to take notice to the what are those? I'm not even going to say it because I'm going to say the wrong animal, but let's just say those little animals. They're yin to your yang. This is the connection. All right, let's get some more info on your person. Justice. I like that card a lot. The Moon, we might be holding some things back, and we might be juggling some decisions. Okay, so the Justice card I love. So the Justice card is about same as the Wheel of Fortune I was telling you earlier, it's about getting what you put in. So justice will be served, right? That's what I always say when this card comes up. Justice will be served, and that is if your person is you know, being authentic and genuine, they will receive authentic and genuine things. And if there is anything you know, malicious or unjust going on, that will also, you know, be served to them. The Moon here, Pisces and Cancerian energy again. You got a lot of Pisces and Cancer on the board, but then you've got a lot of Earth and Fire as well. This is, so this Justice card, by the way, can be balancing out the scales, and that's just what I'm saying. Like, so whatever you put in is what you'll get back. That's your person. This Moon card can signify, you know, one of my favorite readers says it's temporary. The Moon does not. He says it goes up and down. It doesn't, but it does, you know, only shine at night because the sun goes down. But I really think this is about somebody not really willing to open up. I think this is about, this is always, when this comes up, I always see it as, it doesn't mean, you know, there aren't feelings. There's a lot of feelings, actually. This is when a lot of feelings are present. I think some illusions, or trying to battle the feeling of thinking there are illusions, can be going on in the Moon. Lots of insecurities, unsureness of self, whatever that could mean for somebody, they will get through it. They have to get through it on their own, however, because if we try to almost overly feed somebody a worth, their own worth, then they're coming from, you know, that might work for a minute, but the reality is then it will be temporary, and it won't be authentically from their own, their self-worth needs to come from them. And so when somebody's in this Moon period, they are doing some evaluating. They are trying to fight their own fears and insecurities and find out what is real to them, what is an illusion to them, and that's what I'm getting right now. They are juggling all of those questions. That's what I'm getting on that. All right, so wow, I went off on a lot of a tangent there, but let's get some on the outcome here. It just looks like your person is having, you know, they're trying to get connected. I think that's what is going on, is they're really trying to get connected. I think they care to get connected right now, possibly because of this connection or because of COVID and all the stuff that's gone on globally right now. People are just really realizing, geez, is anything in my life really what I truly desire, or do I just have a lot of frivolous crap going on? Especially when we're, you know, we're not getting any younger, some of us. Okay, hello there, Sunshine, and some Hermit mode, and that makes sense, and the Page of Cups, and that makes sense. It all really makes a ton of sense. Alright, so I feel like this is your energy, this Nine of Pentacles. You're always so stable and grounded, very independent energy always coming from you, Taurus. Tauruses are the bull. You're very stable people. So on this shakeup, we've got the Sun. So like true, ultimate happiness. Like look at that baby. Could you imagine? Do you remember wanting a horse when you were a kid? This baby got one. So this baby's like, yo, I got that horse I always wanted. And is happy as ever. Look at them sunflowers. This is like true and utter happiness, that the connection's outcome, okay? After some serious inner work, we cannot have true, we cannot get to this ever, 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 ever without this. There's no way, unless we somehow are like the only human being who managed to get through life without any trauma. But if you've had any trauma, in order to get to this here, you need to go through this. And this is, anybody, you know, the problem, you don't want to stay in hermit mode. Hermit mode is really about kind of going in within. It can be dark. It can be scary. You see he's got the star in his lantern there. Not the sun, the star. And it's lighting his way because he's in a dark space. Again, male or female, this is a dark period of time where you're really kind of working on your all your shadow work. Like, this is all the things you've done that didn't serve you. Maybe even, you know, just trying to get over guilt and shame from decisions you've made in the past, people you've hurt in the past, yourself, hurting yourself, being hurt, things like that. That's what somebody's going through when they're in this hermit mode. Recently I went dark and deep, so I know the feeling. It's tough. It's really tough, and it does feel like when you're in that mode, it's hard. It feels like you'll never get out of it, even though we all know logically that you will. It feels like, oh my God, this is it. This is how life is going to be for the rest of time. I was cruising through all happy, and then bam, the end. It's just a dark place. So anytime anybody's in this mode, it's really important to be very mindful and just compassionate, and also give space, but support. Let them know, I'm there, I'm here, and I care, and I'm not going to pressure you to get past that point anytime soon. Okay. They will. The more space we give somebody to go through this, the easier it will be for them to get through it. As long as you don't like run off. That was also a dark and dreary. I had to leave all my connections and go into this mode. Sometimes we just have to do that. Anyway, I could go on about this hermit. Apparently, let's get over him, because the Page of Cups is this sort of joyful love offer. Like, this is the offer. This is obviously, the Page is the younger of but what I love about the Page, he reminds me of the Fool, is he's just a little less careful with his feelings. He's really spilling them. So I'm feeling like after some shake-up, some hermit mode, maybe that's what this connection will have, is some true happiness due to somebody just letting it out, letting the feelings out. The feelings, they need to come out. Authenticity, as long as they're and what I like to try to evaluate when I'm going to share feelings with somebody is, am I sharing these feelings because I want, because I care and I want them to know how I feel, or because I'm hoping for a reaction and hoping for, to get something out of that? I think it's natural for us to want to get something out of that, but if I can't decipher, because any true thing needs to be done out of, with no expectation, and if I can't come from that authentic of a space, I hold back. Now that's not, maybe I hold back too much. Maybe that's my problem. But, so I'm not saying do that, but that's just like an idea of, I think the truth is always be as authentic as you can be. And sometimes in this world it's hard to be. I don't know why I'm cleaning all this up while I'm still blabbering on about everything, but let's get you guys a romance angels card. Taurus. Separation and children. All right, so we've got separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Well, that hermit mode, I think, kind of signified that already, so I think we were alerted to that fact. The children, your life is being affected by children. Maybe you have children, maybe they have children, and sometimes this comes up when somebody is doing the hermit work because they have not healed their inner child, okay? So, really just about being, really is accepting, working on yourself, being, so right within that we don't have to, you don't want to sit around and wait for anybody, that's for sure. Somebody can do the hermit work. This is important, imperative. Live your life. If something else comes up, obviously don't not live your life because you're waiting for somebody or hoping for something, but in a general sense, just try to be happy where you are, so content, and that's when all these things kind of come into fruition, when all of the separations come to an end and stuff, is when we truly are. I hate when people say that, by the way, so smack me, because it's like, oh yeah, that's good news, is like, so right when I'm not feeling lonely, I'll have somebody, great, thanks, but for whatever reason, it is real. And, but the quicker we can get to that not feeling lonely place, you're not lonely anymore. You know what I mean? Not that you're lonely, Taurus. I love you guys so much. I will see you next week. What a weird reading. Mwah.